bringing you a clutch update video. So our pastel HetPied clutch, they are all out of the eggs, and what we like to do a couple days after they're out of the eggs, we check on them and make sure they're turning opaque, and we'll show you what that looks like. And that means they're getting ready to shed. When they turn opaque, their eyes turn this bluish color and their skin turns kind of dull. And what that is they actually secrete this oil that goes between their old layer of skin and their new layer of skin that they're developing underneath. When they're turning opaque, they're getting ready to shed. And this is their very first shed, and it happens just a few days out of the egg. So what we like to do is we take them from the vermiculite that they're on, we rinse them off, and we put them onto just paper towels. And that way they're nice and clean and they don't have any vermiculite stuck to them. So they're nice and clean, and then they're ready to go onto their new bins. So we do this before they shed, just to make sure they're nice and clean, and we're gonna show you exactly how it's done. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, let's see who's on top here. You guys are kind of in a cuddle puddle. All right, let's take you. You're off to the side by yourself. See that cute little tail sticking out? So we are gonna try and get this guy or girl out of her ball. And that way we make sure everything gets nice and rinsed off. And just a quick little rinse. You can let them swim through the water a little bit. Great thing about snakes is they know how to swim, even as newborn babies. So now that this one's rinsed off, onto the paper towels. And we got to keep an eye on her, make sure she stays there. So we'll go back in here, unravel the pile, find our next one, and do the same thing. All right, we stick your tail in. There we go. You guys swim a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you are. Nice quick rinse. Swim around. And onto the paper towels. It's that quick, that easy. They're nice and rinsed off. And they'll be in here for the next couple of days until they shed, and we'll keep an eye on them. So we're gonna go ahead and get through the rest of this clutch, and we'll show you what it looks like when they're finished. All right, so now everybody is nice and rinsed off, and they're in this bin with paper towels. We'll make sure the paper towels stay nice and moist for them to make sure they get a nice clean shed for their first shed. Once they're shed out, they will all go into their individual bins, and that's where they'll spend the next couple weeks to months until we get them eating on their own and eating regularly, and then these guys will be ready to go to their new homes. So let's move on to the next clutch. So while we were doing a clutch update video, we figured we would update you on this clutch as well. They're not opaque, so they will not be getting moved onto paper towels, but they should go opaque in a couple of days, and then we'll move them onto paper towels as well, like we just did with the last clutch, since they're running about 4 days behind and everything. All right. If I can get the bin open, there we go. These guys have turned out absolutely stunning. It's still gonna take us a couple days to actually figure out who is carrying what gene. We're probably gonna need to wait until they all shed out to see what's really going on in here. But we figured we would let you see what they all look like. So this one has got beautiful oranges going up the sides here. And this again was from the vanilla pewter mother, which is vanilla, pastel, and cinnamon. And then the father was the Vanilla Scream, and Scream is Fire and Pastel. So, pretty sure everybody has vanilla going on in here.
And we did lose the one.
We did lose one of the hatchlings. Sorry, I'm trying to get these guys untangled here. We did lose one of the hatchlings. It did have birth defects, so it was not going to make it. Its head was not formed properly. It was not going to make it. It had several kinks throughout the body and just had a maldeformed head. So unfortunately, it did not make it. But the rest of these guys are absolutely beautifully formed. Ooh, I know, you're just going to run away, huh? This one has a beautiful back stripe. Pretty sure this has some cinnamon influence going on down the sides here. It's got a beautiful partial ringer. I know, you're just trying to get away, yeah. Also pretty sure this one's got some cinnamon influence down the sides. Oh, now you're trying to run away, yeah. Very active. And this here, we're pretty sure this is super vanilla, super pastel, and cinnamon. That is an absolutely gorgeous snake. So this clutch has turned out absolutely beautiful. Again, you know, when they go opaque, you know, they turn blue. We're gonna do the same thing you watched us do with the previous clutch. We're gonna turn them onto the paper towels, rinse them off, put them onto the paper towels, and then after they shed out, we should be able to get a little bit easier of a look to see what genes they have going on in there, and we'll give you an update for them then as well. So thank you for watching. Again, as always, like, share, subscribe, and keep in touch, and we'll keep you updated.